It is time for our nightly COVID Q&A. We call it Ask the Doctor. Jonathan Dario, a family physician affiliated with Adventist Health, is joining us again tonight. Good evening, doctor, and thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, local hospitals are reopening for business. Certain elective surgeries are being allowed. Social distancing restrictions, of course, still apply to hospital visitors. It's been a tough month for hospitals. The California League of Cities estimates that California's 485 hospitals could lose nearly $7 billion collectively, and that's only if stay-at-home directives are lifted in June. Your thoughts, doctor, on getting back to normal, at least in this sense? What do you think?
I think one portion is, of course, letting the community know that if you are sick, if you have a problem, like you're having a chest pain or you think you might have a stroke or these critical things that you need to go to the emergency room or even go to the hospital for, you should still come and be evaluated. Obviously, there's still fear about the coronavirus, but all the hospitals in town, especially at Adventist Health, we've taken a lot of precautions to make sure that everyone who comes into the hospital is very safe. And if you do need to come in or be evaluated by your physician, be it urgent care at hospital or anywhere like that, you shouldn't be afraid to call or to try to come into the hospital or go to the emergency room. I think we've seen that the numbers have gone down, and that's across the board from every hospital, people coming in. And part of it is that a lot of people are afraid, and maybe they should. There are some that they don't need to come in, but there are some that definitely do need to be at least evaluated and make sure that they're healthy. So,
all right, doctor. One of our viewers has a question that we've heard before, but this one has a slightly different twist to it. Christina wants to know, have we seen any cases of people recovering from the virus and then contracting it again? I know it's early, relatively speaking, but are you aware of any cases like that?
Personally, I haven't seen any cases on my own that suggest that there's a recurrence of an episode of coronavirus. All these events are more anecdotal, that they've happened again. I know there have been reports in other countries where they've said it's happened, but again, they're just anecdotal. We don't know for sure what's the confirmation if it was a true occurrence or not.
And Doctor, protective masks are still hard to come by in some areas. And Andrea asks this question. She says, I know that masks are limited, but how long are we supposed to wear a paper mask? She says, I'm asking because at my place of employment, we're asked to wear the same masks for weeks.
Mm-hmm. So, technically paper masks, or we call them like one-time use surgical masks, they're, like they say, they're really for one-time use. In a medical setting, like at a hospital, usually you want to only use it once, seeing that one time for that patient, and remove it and then exchange. CDC, public health, they do recommend that you can wear it for prolonged periods of time as long as they're not soiled or they haven't been exposed to anything. On my recommendation end, if you could change it every day, then of course change it every day for a paper mask. But we do understand that there's limited supplies. Even if you're having to wear it for a long period of time, it does give you some protection. But it's still better if you can change it more often, especially if you're being exposed to something or the mask gets dirty. Then it kind of loses its ability for protection because it's already protected you from that dirt or that exposure that one time. So it would be better to exchange it or change it to a different mask.
All right, Dr. Jonathan Dario with Adventist Health. We're out of time, but as always, thank you so much for your time this evening and for answering all our questions.
Thank you, doctor.
Appreciate it.
No problem. You guys stay safe.
You too. Thank you.